Your mind is about to experience something extraordinary. Right now, in this very moment, 4 simple words are going to completely transform your understanding of what's possible in your life. These 4 words have the power to literally rewire your neural pathways, reshape your brain's architecture, and fundamentally alter your relationship with reality itself. 10 years ago, I stumbled upon these words during one of the darkest periods of my life. I was practicing meditation in my study, frustrated with the endless cycle of wanting, trying, and falling short. Everything I desired seemed just out of reach, like trying to grasp smoke with my bare hands. My health was deteriorating, my relationships were strained, and my purpose felt lost in a fog of uncertainty. Then it happened. These 4 words emerged from the depths of my consciousness, like a bolt of lightning illuminating a pitch-black sky. At first, they seemed too simple, almost laughably basic. But as I began working with them, something remarkable started to unfold. Within months, my chronic back pain began to subside. Within a year, my relationships transformed. And within 2 years, I had manifested opportunities I couldn't have dreamed possible. But here's what fascinates me as a scientist. These words didn't just change my external reality. When we studied the brains of people using these words in our workshops, we saw something astonishing. Their brains literally began operating in new patterns. The neural networks reorganized themselves in ways that defied conventional medical understanding. You're probably wondering what these 4 magical words are. I'll share them with you soon, but first, you need to understand exactly why they hold such incredible power. Because once you grasp the science behind them, once you truly comprehend how they work with your brain's natural ability to create reality, you'll never see yourself or your potential the same way again. Think about this for a moment. Every single word you speak creates a ripple effect in your brain's chemistry. When you repeat specific words, you're not just making sounds, you're literally orchestrating a symphony of electrical and chemical changes throughout your nervous system. Let me tell you what happens in your brain when you consistently repeat certain words. Your brain contains billions of neural connections, like an intricate spider web of possibilities. Every time you think a thought or speak a word, you're firing specific neural. It's like walking through a field of tall grass. The more you walk the same path, the more defined that trail becomes. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what's happening in your outer world and what you're imagining in your inner world. When you consistently repeat words with focused intention, your brain starts building new neural networks as if that reality is already happening. This isn't just positive thinking. This is biological transformation at the cellular level. In our research, we've used advanced brain mapping technology to watch this process unfold. When someone consistently repeats specific words while maintaining a clear emotional state, we see remarkable changes. The frontal lobe lights up, the automatic stress response in the emotional centers begins to quiet down, and the brain starts producing new beneficial wave patterns. But it goes even deeper than your brain. Every time you speak or think, you're creating an electromagnetic field that extends beyond your physical body. This isn't mystical thinking. It's measurable science. We can actually detect these fields using sophisticated equipment. The words you choose, especially when coupled with emotion, create specific frequencies that interact with the quantum field around you. This is why random scattered thoughts don't create lasting change. But when you take specific words, infuse them with genuine emotion, and repeat them with unwavering intention, something remarkable happens. You begin broadcasting a clear, consistent signal into the field of infinite possibilities. Think of it like this. Your thoughts and words are like a radio station, constantly broadcasting a signal. Most people are broadcasting statics, random, chaotic frequencies that create random, chaotic results. But when you use specific words repeatedly with clarity and emotion, you're tuning your broadcast to a precise frequency. And just like a radio, when you maintain a clear signal long enough, the reality you're broadcasting begins to materialize in your physical world. We've documented thousands of cases where people have used this understanding to create extraordinary changes in their lives, from healing chronic conditions to manifesting new opportunities to transforming relationships. The process always begins with programming new thoughts and words into the operating system of their brain. And here's what's really exciting. The latest research in epigenetics shows that this process can even influence which genes get turned on and off in your body. Your words aren't just creating your thoughts. They're literally speaking to your DNA, sending signals that can activate or deactivate specific genetic expressions. These 4 simple yet powerful words, I am already there. Let them sink in for a moment. Not I will be there, not I hope to get there, but I am already there. These words challenge everything you've been taught about how reality works. Let's break this down word by word. I am, this single letter is the most powerful point of creation in your universe. It's not your name, your history, or your struggles. It's the pure awareness, the observer, the consciousness that has the power to collapse quantum waves into physical reality. Not was, not will be, but this word places you firmly in the eternal present moment, the only place where creation actually happens. When you say you're stepping out of time itself, you're declaring your current state of being, and your brain responds accordingly. Already, this word completely shortcuts your brain's usual need for proof or evidence. It tells your nervous system to stop looking for future confirmation and instead drives it to find evidence of completion right now. It's like planting a seed and telling your brain it's already a fully grown tree. This represents your desired state, your end result, your completed vision. But by combining it with the previous 3 words, you're not reaching for it, you're speaking from it. You're training your brain to perceive from the perspective of the person who has already achieved, already become, already manifested. When you put these 4 words together, you're doing something remarkable from a quantum physics perspective. You're collapsing time. You're creating what we call a quantum superposition where multiple states exist simultaneously instead of working towards something. You're speaking from the end result, and this fundamentally changes how your brain processes reality. The power of I am goes beyond anything you've experienced before. When you say, I am already there, you're not making a wish or setting a goal. You're making a declaration to the universe about who you are right now. This is the difference between wanting something and becoming something. Most people live their entire lives stuck in a loop between their past memories and future worries. They wake up every morning and their brain automatically connects to all their old patterns, old emotions, old stories. It's like their brain is running the same outdated software every single day. But I am breaks this pattern instantly. Think about this. Your brain is like a sophisticated recording device. It's constantly taking snapshots of your reality based on how you think and feel in each moment. When you wake up feeling frustrated about your life, checking your bank account with anxiety, or looking in the mirror with disappointment, you're training your brain to create more of those exact experiences. But here's what's revolutionary. You can create memories of the future just as vividly as memories of the past. When you say, I am already there, while feeling the emotions of your desired reality, your brain begins recording new experiences. You're literally installing new software into your neural networks. Let me share something remarkable we've observed in our advanced workshops. When participants truly master living from the end result, their brains can't tell the difference between their imagined future and their physical reality. Their body starts producing the exact same chemicals it would if that future were happening right now. Their heart rate changes, their immune system responds, their hormonal balance shifts, all from consistently living in the feeling of their desired reality. This is why simply thinking positive thoughts doesn't work. You can't fool your brain with empty words. But when you combine I am already there with genuine emotion, when you feel the gratitude, joy, and satisfaction of your desired reality as if it's happening now, you create what scientists call a coherent brain state. This is when your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs all align with your desired reality. Here's what most people don't understand. Your brain is designed to be changed. It's constantly wiring itself based on your thoughts and experiences, but most people let their past memories drive this rewiring process. They keep installing the same old programs day after day. When you consciously choose to live from the end result, when you make I am already there your new normal, you're literally programming your brain to create new patterns, new behaviors, and ultimately new results. Breaking the addiction to past memories isn't about fighting them or trying to forget them. It's about being so present, so completely immersed in your new reality that those old patterns simply don't have the energy to survive. Every time you say, I am already there with complete conviction, you're weakening those old neural pathways and strengthening the new ones that align with your desired future. Now, let me share the exact process that will rewire your brain using these 4 powerful words. Your morning and evening practices are absolutely crucial because these are the times when your brain is most receptive to new programming. Think of it like updating your brain's operating system when there are fewer programs running. Start your morning practice before you check your phone, before you think about your to-do list, before you plug into the same old routines. Sit up straight, close your eyes, and take 3 slow breaths. This simple act begins to shift your brain waves from beta to alpha state, where real change happens. I'm already there. But here's the key. Don't just say them mechanically. Feel them in every cell of your body. If you're manifesting abundant wealth, feel the complete freedom and security that comes with that abundance. If it's perfect health you're creating, feel the energy surging through your body. Feel the strength in your muscles. Feel the clarity in your mind. You'll know you're doing this correctly when you start experiencing physical sensations. Many people feel a warmth spreading through their chest, tingling in their hands, or a pleasant pressure in their forehead. These aren't just random sensations. They're signs that your body is beginning to accept your new reality as true. In the evening, right before sleep, this practice becomes even more powerful. Your brain is naturally transitioning into theta waves, making it incredibly receptive to new programming. Lie down, place one hand on your heart, and repeat, "I am already there," while maintaining the feeling of your completed desire. Stay with this feeling as you drift off to sleep. You're literally programming your subconscious mind to work on manifesting while you rest. Now, let's address the common obstacles you'll face, because they will come up. The biggest one is doubt. You'll say the words and your logical mind will jump in with, "But that's not true." This is normal. Your brain is designed to keep you safe by maintaining what it knows. When this happens, don't fight it. Simply acknowledge the doubt and gently return to the feeling of your completed desire. Another common obstacle is inconsistency. You might do this practice for a few days, not see immediate results, and want to give up. Remember, you're rewiring billions of neural connections. This takes sustained practice. If you miss a session, don't beat yourself up. Just return to the practice with even more commitment. Some people struggle with feeling the emotions. They say the words but feel nothing. If this happens, start smaller. Instead of trying to feel the complete end result, feel the relief of knowing it's done. Feel the simple satisfaction of no longer needing to worry about it. These subtle emotions are just as powerful for rewiring your brain. Physical sensations might also vary. Some days you'll feel intense energy coursing through your body. Other days you might feel nothing at all. This is perfectly normal. Your nervous system is learning to operate at a new level. Trust the process even when you can't feel it working. Watch for signs that the rewiring is taking effect. You might notice your reactions to daily situations changing. Things that used to trigger stress might suddenly feel manageable. You might find yourself naturally making decisions aligned with your desired reality. These are signs that your new neural pathways are becoming stronger than the old ones. Most importantly, combine this practice with action. When you say, "I am already there," your brain will begin presenting opportunities aligned with your desire. Take those inspired actions. They're not separate from the manifestation process. They're part of it. Let's talk about what's actually happening in the quantum field when you say, "I am already there." You're not just repeating words, you're literally interacting with an invisible field of infinite possibilities. Quantum physics shows us that everything in our universe, including your thoughts, is pure energy vibrating at different frequencies. When you consistently practice these 4 words with genuine emotion, you're tuning into specific frequencies in the quantum field. It's like changing the channel on a radio, except instead of finding different stations, you're finding different possible realities. Your awareness, your consciousness becomes the dial that tunes into these frequencies. Here's what makes this so powerful. At the quantum level, particles exist in all possible states until they're observed. The act of observation literally collapses these possibilities into physical reality. When you say, "I am already there," while maintaining the emotional state of your desired reality, you're not just observing, you're directing these particles to organize themselves according to your intention. But there's a crucial shift that needs to happen. You must move from thinking about your desire to being your desire. Most people spend their lives thinking about what they want, wondering when it will come, hoping it might happen. But thinking creates separation. It keeps your desire in the future. Being collapses time. When you embody the state of already there, you're not waiting for anything. You're broadcasting the frequency of completion right now. Let me share what this shift looks like in real terms. Instead of thinking, I want to be healthy, you experience the vitality coursing through your body right now. Instead of thinking about financial abundance, you feel the peace and security of that abundance in this moment. Instead of hoping for better relationships, you feel the love and connection flowing through you already. Watch for these signs that the manifestation process is working. First, you'll notice your emotional state becoming more stable. Things that used to upset you won't have the same power. This isn't just positive thinking, it's evidence that your brain is operating from a new set of neural pathways. You'll start experiencing what we call synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that align with your desired reality. These aren't random events. They're physical evidence that the quantum field is responding to your new frequency. Someone might randomly mention an opportunity that perfectly matches what you're creating. You might stumble upon exactly the information you need. These synchronicities are breadcrumbs leading you toward your manifested reality. Your dreams might become more vivid, often showing you aspects of your desired reality. This is your subconscious mind processing and integrating your new state of being. Pay attention to these dreams. They often contain guidance about your next steps. Physical sensations will become more pronounced during your practice. You might feel waves of energy moving through your body, tingling in your hands, or pressure at the crown of your head. These sensations are signs that your nervous system is upgrading to match your new reality. Most importantly, you'll notice a shift in your natural behavior. You won't have to force yourself to take actions aligned with your desire. They'll feel natural and automatic. You'll find yourself speaking, moving, and making decisions as if you're already there without having to think about it. This is perhaps the strongest sign that you've moved from thinking to being. Remember, manifestation isn't about making things happen. It's about matching the frequency of what you desire until it becomes your natural state of being. When you reach this point, you won't need to try to manifest anything. Your very presence becomes a manifesting force. Let me share with you what happens when people fully commit to these 4 words. Sarah, one of our workshop participants, came to us with chronic migraines she'd suffered for 12 years. Medical tests showed no clear cause. After 3 weeks of practicing, I am already there while feeling the state of perfect health. Her migraines began to decrease. Within 2 months, they had completely vanished. Her doctors were baffled, but the brain scans told the story. Her neural patterns had fundamentally changed. Then there's Michael, a businessman who'd been struggling with financial anxiety despite having a successful company. He started his morning practice at 5 a.m. every day, repeating, I am already there, while feeling absolute financial security. Within 6 weeks, his business decisions changed naturally. He stopped making choices from fear and started seeing opportunities he'd been blind to before. His company tripled its revenue in 8 months, but more importantly, his relationship with money transformed completely. Lisa's story particularly moves me. She'd been single for 9 years, carrying deep wounds from past relationships. Instead of focusing on finding someone, she used I am already there to embody the feeling of being in a fulfilled, loving relationship. She focused on feeling complete love and partnership in her present moment. 3 months into her practice, she noticed she'd stopped checking her dating apps compulsively. She felt peaceful, complete. That's when Tom walked into her life. At a grocery store of all places. They've been married for 2 years now. And what fascinates me is the common patterns we see in these success stories. First, everyone experiences what we call the void period, usually between weeks 2 and 4, where it seems like nothing is happening. This is actually when the biggest neural changes are occurring. It's like the calm before a quantum leap. Second, physical changes often precede external manifestations. People report better sleep, improved digestion, or sudden bursts of energy before their outer reality shifts. This makes perfect sense. Your body is the first to respond to your new neural patterns. The timeline of change follows a fascinating pattern too. The first 2 weeks typically bring emotional shifts. People feel more peaceful, more centered. Between weeks 3 and 6, their behavior starts changing automatically. By month 3, they're usually seeing tangible evidence of their manifestation taking form. James, an aspiring author, used these 4 words while feeling the satisfaction of having his book published. Instead of forcing himself to write, he spent time each morning feeling the joy of readers connecting with his work. Within 4 months, not only had he effortlessly completed his manuscript, but he'd attracted the attention of 3 publishers through a series of random connections. Here's what all these success stories have in common. None of these people focused on how their desires would manifest. They didn't try to figure it out or force it to happen. They simply maintained the state of I am already there until it became their dominant frequency. The quantum field took care of the details. What happens in your body when you repeatedly say, I am already there, is nothing short of miraculous. Every cell in your body is listening to your thoughts. This isn't metaphysical, it's pure biology. When you maintain the emotional state of your completed desire, your cells literally begin to restructure themselves to match that new reality. Let me break this down in simple terms. Your body contains approximately 70 trillion cells, and each one has receptor sites on its surface. These receptors are like tiny antennas, constantly picking up signals from your thoughts and emotions. When you say, I am already there while feeling your desired reality, you're broadcasting a new signal to every single one of these cellular antennas. Think about what happens when you feel stressed or anxious. Your cells immediately respond by producing stress hormones, tightening muscles, increasing blood pressure, while the exact same mechanism works in reverse. When you maintain the feeling of your completed desire, your cells begin producing different proteins, different hormones, different chemicals that match your new state of being. We've seen this under microscopes. When people maintain elevated emotional states while repeating these 4 words, their blood chemistry changes within minutes. Stress hormones like cortisol decrease, while beneficial compounds like thea and nitric oxide increase. Your DNA actually starts expressing different genes based on these new signals. This is where it gets really exciting. Your DNA isn't fixed. It's constantly changing based on the signals it receives from your environment. And guess what creates the strongest environment for your DNA? Your thoughts. And let's make these 4 powerful words part of your daily existence. This isn't about adding another task to your to-do list. It's about weaving I am already there into the fabric of your everyday life. The key is integration, not separation. Start by anchoring these words to your existing daily activities. Every time you stop at a red light, use those 30 seconds to feel and embody your completed desire. When you're standing in line for coffee, instead of checking your phone, close your eyes for a moment and feel the reality of being already there. These micro moments of practice are incredibly powerful because they train your brain to maintain this state in real-world situations. During your meditation practice, use these words as your point of focus. Instead of watching your breath, watch how your body feels as you repeat, I am already there. Let each repetition sink deeper into your cells. If your mind wanders, simply return to the words and the feeling. This combination of meditation and manifestation creates what we call coherent states, where your brain waves, heart rhythm, and nervous system all synchronize to support your new reality. Create environmental triggers around your living space. Put sticky notes in places. You'll see them, not just with the words, but with symbols that represent your completed desire. These visual cues remind your brain to shift back into the state of completion throughout the day. Your phone can become a powerful ally. Set random alarms throughout the day, not to remind you to say the words, but to remind you to feel the state of being already there. When the alarm sounds, take 3 seconds to fully embody that feeling, then continue with your day. Most importantly, start speaking from your completed reality in everyday conversations. If someone asks how you are, respond from the state of being already there. This doesn't mean telling people about your practice. It means letting your words naturally reflect your new state of being. Your energy will shift and people will start responding to you differently. Create a supportive morning environment. Set up your meditation space the night before. Have your journal ready. Remove any obstacles that might prevent you from entering this state first thing in the morning. Remember, the first hour of your day sets the frequency for the next 24 hours. The power to transform your entire reality lies in these 4 simple words. I am already there. Not tomorrow, not someday, not when everything lines up perfectly. But right now, in this moment, you've heard the science. You've heard the stories. Now it's time for you to become one of those stories. Your brain is literally waiting for new instructions. Every cell in your body is poised to respond to your new chosen reality. The quantum field is ready to reorganize itself around your intention. All that's needed now is your decision to begin. Start tonight. Before you rest your head on your pillow, take those few precious moments to feel what it's like to be already there. Let that feeling be the last thing your brain processes before sleep. Then tomorrow morning, before your feet touch the floor, remind your cells, your mind, and the universe that you are already there. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until you understand every aspect of how this works. The understanding will come through the experience. Your cells will teach you. Your transformed reality will show you. Remember, every person whose life transformed through these words started exactly where you are right now. They had the same doubts, the same questions, the same initial discomfort. The only difference between them and those who remain stuck in their old reality is that they begin despite those doubts. You're standing at the threshold of unlimited possibilities. Behind you lies the familiar, the patterns, habits, and limitations you've known. Ahead of you lies every reality you've ever dreamed of experiencing. The bridge between these two worlds is made of 4 simple words, spoken with unwavering conviction. I am already there. Take that first step. Feel those words in your bones. Let them remake you from the inside out. Your new life is not waiting to begin. It's waiting to be recognized. You are already there.